Hello everyone. So I'm taking some days off for myself from doing, and I am by the ocean right now, and I just felt like speaking about breath because I did a video on trauma and healing trauma and how trauma loops can look like and feel like. And I am very much aware of them because I've been in one for quite a while and I'm still in my healing journey. I feel like I'm in a ego breakdown pretty much. So it's been tough, a lot of letting go of attachments and letting go of unhealthy patterns and just healing so much shame, and it's an ongoing process, so I want to be very transparent with that. And I felt like talking about the breath because we often have all these techniques and like healing things, and we go into the mind and we have all these questions and inquiries and reflection, and all of that is beautiful. I love that. I do it myself as well. It's a very big part of my work, like personally and with clients. But what I've been feeling really deeply lately is that we forget about the power of breath. Oh, funny. No. Okay, I'm back. That's gonna be a fun video to look at because I'm not editing. Okay, but yeah, we forget about the power of the breath. We forget about this tool that is always with us, that is always available, and we tend to take it for granted, just take it for granted and not realize and embody the beauty, power, and healing of the breath. Because your breath can take you back to this moment whenever. Your breath is like this tool that you always have. This, like, if there's nothing that can give you safety, if there's nothing that you can lean upon, if there's nothing outside of you that you can really depend on, because everything is fleeting and moving and changing and your attachments needs to go, your breath is the one thing that can always, like, you can always depend on it, you can always come back to it, you can always be with it, feel it, explore it, allow it to move inside of you, allow it to be the healing power that you're looking for, that you're in need of. And we tend to like go into healing with the ego a lot because it is a breaking down of the ego in many ways, so we need to go into all of those stages to learn. But we tend to do so much in our heads that we forget that it's also a body experience, and trauma is stored in the body. All these memories and beliefs and emotions get stored in the body. And breathwork, breathing, is such a beautiful healer, such a beautiful way to come into your body, to feel what's going on, to melt all these mental blockages and these beliefs and all these attachments and ways of being, and our fears and shame and pain and hurt and wounds and trauma. So our breath is this beautiful healer that is always available to us, that is just there, that we can just connect to. And the thing is that people take it for granted because it is so available, and we make things very hard in our minds. And connecting to our breath and breathing is like it's easy, so we tend to overlook it. Maybe not easy, but it's like it's there. It's not always easy, but it's there. But as I've been grieving and been in my process for a while now, my breath has been like the biggest healer, the biggest supporter, the biggest everything. And there are many healers in my life that I go to, and I will be making more videos about that. But my breath is like the number one thing that can always take me down to earth again and just be in my body, even if there is a lot going on. And a thing is that most people don't really know how to breathe. Like, people have a very shallow breath and they don't really use the right muscles to breathe. They don't really breathe into their belly and expand their chest, and like it's just so much tension. It's so much tension and fear and pain in the body, and it's really showing. You can feel it. You can feel like this tensing up feeling. And I know myself that when I am in a trauma loop and when I am going through a breaking down and I'm in resistance, I know that I have a very shallow breath, and I know that I tend to hold my breath. And I can almost always feel how I'm holding my breath in my womb. So I'm not allowing my breath to go deep into my womb and kind of ground itself into the earth and connect there, because it feels unsafe to be there. So for me, that is like breathing down deep into the diaphragm, my womb space, and just allowing that breath to go down, down, down. And most people, like when they breathe in, they tend to suck in the diaphragm. But you're supposed to, when you breathe in, you're expanding the diaphragm, and then your out breath is allowing your diaphragm to go back in, but with ease, not like trying. You can have, like, that's a breathing technique as well, like fire breath, but it's not like a day-to-day breathing that you're gonna be doing all the time, because you would be very much in like a very hyper state, not in the relaxed state of the nervous system. And I wanted to share this because I just really want to invite people to breathe, to connect with your breath, to allow yourself to be with your breath. And I really know that times can be challenging. I'm feeling it myself, I have these days of contractions when I feel not enough and tired, and I feel like it's hard for me to take care of myself and set my boundaries. So I've been really gentle and easy with myself with all of this, not pushing myself, and just allowing this to be the process that it needs to be, and just, being kind. And I also wanted to share that I am a breath and body work practitioner in training. So I haven't done all the stages, but I am allowed to do breath work with clients. And it's for trauma release. So if you want help, if you want some breathwork sessions, I have breathwork sessions, like packages that you can buy, so it's cheaper, on my website. And I use different techniques because I like to learn all the time. I'm learning from a lot of people, and I've been on this training for trauma release, breathwork and body work. And I will probably continue down that road, like very gently and slowly. But I also like to learn with myself and by myself, and with reading and watching and just studying. So, if you're interested in that, you can go to my website, check that out. It is on plans and pricing, I think. And I will also be doing more live uh, person, like in-person sessions. I will start doing that when I feel like my energy is more grounded and I have more energy to give, because right now I'm just really focusing on filling up my own cup and I'm not working with a lot of people. I'm just really taking it really, really slow. So I will be having in-person breath sessions, like one-on-one, and I will also have group breathwork sessions, and I will also have, that I'm really feeling into now, a rebirth womb and pussy journey that will be like a energetic rebirth and a embodied rebirth, like feeling into your body. So the session will start with a yoni steam to like open everything up and get you inside your yoni and your womb, get you inside that space with a guided meditation or by yourself. That is totally your choice. I will not be there with you, but I will have a recording that you can request. Then after the yoni steam, you will get raw cacao with some spices and honey, and then some movement, like getting the body moving, and that's your choice too, if it's dancing or yoga or shaking or like whatever you feel that your body needs. And then we start the breathwork sessions, and if you like that, I will be having some sound healing at the time you're breathing, and I will be breathing with you, and I will be having singing bowls and drums, like whatever you prefer. So that is something that I'm feeling into more and more and grounding into and taking time to really feel into if that's something that my heart and womb wants to give out and offer, like where it's coming from and if it's grounded in my being. So that is something that I've been really feeling into, and if you're interested in something like that, please let me know, talk with your friends. And I need to say that it's in Stockholm. I live in Stockholm, so it will be here. When the summer times come, I also thought about having breathwork sessions in the woods, because I really love that breathwork experience in nature. That's really beautiful. But for now it will be indoors because it's really cold. So if you have friends, if you're interested, spread the word, talk to people, let me know, because if I know that more people are interested, it will also be a bigger motivation for me to get myself to do it. And yeah, it will be really nice to know if there is someone interested. And I can also have these rebirth sessions through Zoom or Messenger if you're interested in that. But you will have to have like cacao already and yoni steam herbs, because it will take so much time for me to ship those things to you if you're in another place. So that is something that we can look into as well, but it will not be like the exact same experience, but it can be as beautiful as well. And in this rebirth session, we will focus on the womb and the yoni, but we can also go into other places, and we can also do it in a very gentle, feminine, holding, passive way, not a very active, masculine way. So we will be feeling into your energy and what you need. So there are a lot of ways of doing this. We can also mix in a little bit of active and passive, like both of the energies. So, my beautiful people, just remember that your breath is always there for you, and you can always tune into that. You always have that available. You can just, like a client I have now, I told her that I don't know any other way of being emotionally free than just breathing with what is in the moment and not reacting, yeah, but responding when you have a connection to your soul. So the breath is really this amazing healer, teacher, and grounder, and like everything. So be there for your breath, be there for yourself. Thank you so much for watching and being here and supporting my channel. And I just want to give you a little bit more of the ocean. Okay, it's real cold, so I will jump under my blanket and keep watching my breathwork conference, or like breathwork teachings, or yeah, just my breathwork conference. So thank you so much.